What's going on, fellas? It's another C Boogie. Y'all know the rest. Hey, I want to salute y'all for subscribing to my channel. And I also want to thank y'all for liking my videos. And shout out to the Dime Game Division. Let's rock and roll, man. You know, the red pill, a lot of these red pill communities online are falling apart. You know, and the reason why I said communities, because there's more than one. You know, there's more than one faction of the red pill community. You know, you got the black guys over here. You know, you got the white guys over here. You know, you got certain segments where it's black and white guys. You know, so I never looked at it as the same community. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, it's a lot of infighting going on with that stuff, man. And I gotta say this, I didn't know the white manosphere had so much drama. You know, the infighting over there is getting a little ridiculous, man. You know, and I've caught a couple of these videos and live streams that's going on. And not to get into too much detail, but I mean, it's really disgusting, man, because just a year and a half ago, you know, a lot of these guys was formed up like Voltron. You know, everything was all about masculinity, you know, making women great again, you know, bringing back the patriarchy, et cetera, right? You know, there was a big war, or maybe that word is a little too strong, but I think it's fitting. There was a major war going on against women and a war going on against feminism, you know, which I really didn't mind on the personal level. Was some aspects of feminism, you know, but if you ask me, what happened first, man, was I would say the money got involved, you know, because when I first discovered some of these channels, you know, guys wasn't making the kind of money that they making now, you know, and it wasn't oversaturated with YouTube personalities. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's so many guys popping up left and right. You know, it's just really ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the guys and a lot of the channels that I've came across a few years ago, you know, they kind of stagnated and a whole bunch of guys started popping up. You know, which is fine. You know, everybody got the right to make content, but everybody can't make content. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest. Some of that stuff is trash. But the money got involved, you know, and that always is a separation of men right there. You know, guys fighting to put food on their plate, you know, so it's going to bring out some competition amongst people, you know, and there's nothing wrong with healthy competition. You know, the 21 convention, as far as the white manosphere, you know, was a big deal. A lot of the speakers from over there, you know, big content creators, you know, and Anthony Johnson was the hit of that. And I see what Anthony Johnson is into now. And he's going to war with Donovan Sharp and Rollo Tomasi and a list of other guys that he felt are better than Arnold's, you know. And I don't really know too much about it, but I caught a couple of his videos and live streams, and it seems like he's not going to stop anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? So if the main goal was to eradicate feminism or to bring back the patriarchy, then I would say they way off the path, man. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of incels have infiltrated that movement as well. You know, a lot of incels have taken over the building. You know, they did a lot of trolling, going from chat room to chat room, you know, kicking up dust. You know, a lot of things are instigated by the people in the chat rooms, you know, if you're not careful. That's why, as a content creator, it's your job to monitor your chat room, you know, because people love drama, people love infighting and stuff like that. You know, but moving on, man, yeah, man, I would say the red pill was slowly but surely crumbling. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it could be saved at this point because a lot of people got different agendas, man. The red pill as far as I'm concerned, is a gimmick now. You know, it's a gimmick. Anybody can start up a YouTube channel tomorrow if they know the keywords, you know, hypergamy, you know, hit the wall, you know what I'm saying? You know, stuff like that. You know, some of the bigger terms that a lot of guys use. You know, anybody can talk about it. You know, if you know the different color pills and what they mean. And truth be told, man, it just became too many daggone pills for me. You know, I was okay with the red pill and the blue pill. And then I found out about the black pill. And then it was a purple pill. Then it was a pink pill. I'm like, you know what? I'm good with this, man. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of grown men talking in code, you know, with a bunch of acronyms. I'm like, yo, I left that alone in the military, dog. You know what I mean? Real talk. My acronym life is done. You know, I don't even have these kind of conversations in my regular life, man. This stuff is like a parallel universe. You know, you say the wrong thing, oh, you blue pill. You know, you say something else, oh, you brown pill, you purple pill. It's like, man, get the hell out of my face with this stuff, man. We grown men. You know, at the end of the day, man, look, from the beginning of time, being a man was always good enough. Just being a solid man. Now all of a sudden, man, you gotta up the ante. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be super duper red pill and all this stuff. It's getting kind of corny, you know, and to me, it's been corny. You know, I've been speaking out about this stuff on my channel for quite some time. You know, even when it wasn't popular. You know, I was out here and I took a lot of arrows going over that hill. But it was what it was. I knew what I was seeing because it was confusing a lot of the subscribers. Dog, a lot of guys that I do consultations with are guys that used to follow a lot of these hardcore red pill guys. And what it did was it confused us, especially with the younger guys. It started to confuse them. You know, it made them fearful. It made them paranoid of women. You know what I'm saying? And they went down that deep rabbit hole. And with a lot of young guys, they don't have any reference points and real life experiences to go off of to say that, no, this is real, this is fake, this is BS. You know, this is reasonable, this is sensible, this is outlandish, this is made up, this guy's lying. You know what I'm saying? They just don't know no better. Me personally, man, I can kind of look at a guy on camera, watch his demeanor, watch how he interacts, and tell if a guy is good with women. You know, before that guy gets one word out his mouth, I know guys that get women and guys that don't. You know what I mean? So for me, it never was that hard to judge. You know, and the thing about content is, if you're just talking about the business of social media and YouTube, then that's a different story because it comes down to what haven't you heard before? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these conversations are recycled. You know, let's say a new topic come up. For an example, let's say Derek Jackson. A couple weeks ago, Derek Jackson was caught in some stuff with his wife. And everybody talked about it, man. You know, even I did a couple live streams on it. You know, some people OD'd on it, but we all talking about the same thing. Now, you have different perspectives and different talking points, but essentially, man, we all talking about the same thing. You know, and what happens is if you want to stand out from the pack, you got to go very extreme. You know, so what do you see now? Or a lot of guys are doing response videos. You know, that's the new thing that's popping. So last year, a lot of guys was giving out game, which they thought was just so important. You know what I mean? These guys got to get this game. Now, all of a sudden, everybody dropped the game and they doing response videos. So any video that goes viral, you know, guys queue it up and give their input and speak on their narrative about the situation. You know, and that's fine, but, you know, that's just the business of YouTube, man. You know, you got to go more extreme and more extreme. You know, next year, these guys going to be uploading straight up pornos online. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it anyway. You know, so I don't know at this point, man. If you let Anthony Johnson tell it, some of these guys are married, but they telling their subscribers not to get married. Some of these guys live with women, but they telling their subscribers don't cohabitate. If that is the case, which I don't know for sure, but if that is the case, then that is disgusting. At that point, it's false advertising. And all around, you're just a straight up liar. I'm going to be honest. So, like I say, if it is true, then that shouldn't be condoned. Why would you tell your subscribers don't cohabitate with a woman or don't get married, and you're doing the opposite? I find that very odd. And quite frankly, it's disrespectful, man. If you're married, then you should take pride in your wife, take pride in your family. Let me tell y'all something, man. Because more than I know female nature, I know male nature. And I remember when I was a young private in the military, we would be in the barracks, or a lot of us had our own apartments. We had our bachelor cribs. When guys would come through with their little girls or whatever little chicks they was talking to at the time, what we would do, me and my boys, we would force each other to be honest. So let's say a guy came through with a girl on his arm. Then another one of the partners would ask him, like, yo, is that you? Is that a solo mission? Or what's up? Can I holler at her? What's going on? And we forced each other to be honest. So you had to come out and say, like, nah, that's my shorty. That's my solo piece. Or a guy might be like, nah, man, we just having fun. You know what I mean? Like, you can holler at her when I'm done. Whatever the case was, but we would mitigate a lot of drama amongst the crew. And all it took was a little bit of honesty. You know what I mean? Because I know how guys get with women, and it's usually the ones that talk the loudest are the ones that's real susceptible to, I guess, simping. You know what I mean? I didn't want to use that word, but whatever. You know what I mean? It's usually the guys that talk the loudest or the guys that will cause bodily harm to you over a woman. And I peeped that over time. So if I don't know nothing else, I know male nature. Period, man. You know what I mean? I ain't arguing with no dudes about no women, going back and forth about no women. I had guys try to even press me about their little moderators chicks up in my chat room and stuff like that. And I had to put out fires behind the scenes. And, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, dog, I thought you was super duper duper red pill. What's up with that? Or you don't want your little chick over in my chat room? All right, I got you. I dig it, man. You know what I mean? I dig it. So, it's quite a few things that have caused a division amongst men. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about the red pill, I'm not totally against it, but I've watched how extreme it became over the years. And that's, like I say before, one, to keep up with the views, you got to get more extreme. To the point where it's just not even believable and it's just outlandish. I don't even listen to that stuff no more, man. I'm going to be honest, man. Beside the entertainment value, I don't listen to that crap. Because it's not even realistic no more. Like I say, these dudes ain't rolling up on no women, telling them, bow down and kiss the ring and all that kind of crap. You know what I'm saying? Look at these guys. Look at them. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say that, but from what I see, man, a lot of them dudes don't even have the posture to even be talking like that. You know what I mean? So the point is this, man. It's falling apart. It was a big ball of negative energy in a lot of these red pill communities, man. It was, man. And the negative energy was all good when it was aimed against the women because there was some precision there. But the energy started to spread like a bacteria, man. Now they're just feeding off each other. But the negative energy doesn't go anywhere. And if you get into the psychology aspect of it, with a lot of these red pill guys, a lot of them have the same story. You go back in their past, they was overweight at one time growing up. I guess they was a prototype for a beta male. They was shy, they was timid, they got bullied. It's almost the same story that you hear with all of these guys. So, guys hit the weights a little bit, trimmed down, got a little muscle, grew a beard, whatever the case is. Now they walking around with a bravado. Now they alpha males. You know, really a lot of that stuff is pseudo masculinity. You know what I'm saying? Because it take a lot more than that to become a man. You know, it's a process. You know, but I don't know, man. I've did a lot of consultations with guys that used to follow these dudes, man, and a lot of those guys became unhappy, depressed, you know, because they was acting out of character, not being themselves. You know what I mean? They was going against their own nature because they was listening to some of these content creators. You know what I'm saying? And that's why on my channel, man, I try to provide a healthy balance, man. I just give life as I see it. And in my life, I've always had a balance of things, man. Balance of good, a balance of bad. A balance of ups, a balance of downs. You know what I'm saying? I think most men, their life is going to be exactly that. You're going to have your ups and your downs, you know, but it's how you persevere through it. You see what I'm saying? You know, guys going to go through seasons where, you know, one season you might have a lot of women on your roster. Next season, man, you may not have none. Then you got to bounce back. You know, kind of goes up and down depending on what you got going on in your life, man. You know, you may not always have it your way. And there's other times where you're going to have it exactly the way you want it. It is what it is. You know, but I've never seen anything wrong with relationships. I've never spoke out against marriage. You know, I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with families, you know. I understand it's not for everybody, but it is for a lot of people. You know, and I think that's a good thing. You know, a man must walk in his truth. A man must do what's in his heart, man. You know what I'm saying? That'll make him the most happy and the most fulfilled. You know what I mean? But sitting up on panels for the rest of your life with a bunch of dudes, I don't see how that's productive for anybody. You know what I'm saying? That stuff quickly got played out, man. You know, if you ask me, it really did. It really did, man. But where does the red pill go from here? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. I can't quite call it, you know, because it goes in cycles, man. You know, you always going to get new people that discover it, and you always going to get people that put it down and never look back at it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's completely going to be gone, but I think eventually it's going to be more guys that come in and provide a balanced perspective on things. You know, where they leave the pills at home. You know, the only kind of pills you need, dog, is vitamins. You know what I mean? How about that? Keep y'all cholesterol down. You know what I'm saying? Keep you healthy. Take you a one a day. Put the blue pill down, put the red pill down, put the purple pill down, and take you a men's one a day from GNC. How about that? So it's going to be less guys talking about the pills and guys talking about more real life experiences, man. You know, maybe some self-improvement, some other things. You know what I'm saying? But everything has been talked about tenfold. You know, we heard about hypergamy 1,000 times. Heard about women hitting the wall 1,000 times. Heard about feminism 1,000 times. How many times can you remix that message? And a lot of these guys have boxed themselves in. You know, to the point that's all that they can talk about. You know, then guys go to the response videos. You know, then once that get played out, then what's going to be next? Like I say, by next year, some of these guys are going to be straight up uploading pornos online. You know, because they're going to have to go very extreme. So that's just how I feel about it, man. You know, the infighting, you know, we seen this coming. We seen it sizzling. You know, but now I have seen it reach the boiling point. You dig? You know, that's very unfortunate, man. Truth be told, it's very, very unfortunate. But look, man, anytime you got a bunch of money in the pot, you know, guys gonna take each other heads off to get it, man. It's a lot of money in the red pill, and that's why it did become gimmicky. I think at some point, corporate going to get involved with this because they see the kind of money that's involved. I think some of these corporate startups are going to start sending guys of their choice to start up channels and calling themselves red pill. That's personally what I think, if they haven't already started. And once corporate get involved and you start talking about mass production, well, everything gets watered down at that point. So that's how I see things ultimately ending for that. You know what I'm saying? But on a personal level, I hope each and every man find his happiness, find his truth. That's sincerely what I hope. Get rid of the rage, get rid of the anger, get rid of the negative energy. Find what makes you happy in life, man. It's a big world out here. A lot of people, a lot of women. It's a lot of things that guys can get into that's constructive. You know what I mean? And that's just my piece on that. Shout out to the Dime Gate Division. Peace.